question going around YouTube and Instagram. I can't tell you how old it is because I'm just getting back into it. Is, are you a pin collector or a pin user? I know. Question. It's a good question, don't you think? Well, my answer to the question, am I a collector? Yes. Am I a user? Oh, yes. I use my pins. Even now, I have 13 inked, and I'm thinking maybe 15 or 16 in June. I know. Crazy. I will never get up to my 73 or 75. I don't think. I should never say never. Not planning on it anytime soon. And how that came about is I would buy a pin. I'll go, oh, look how pretty it is. Oh, it's gorgeous. But I'm going to save it till later. I don't want to muck it up. And so what if you do stain it? It shows that it's been used instead of sitting there. I think just that every company, large or small, would say, wow, your pins are in use. Thank you. You must like them. Yes. And I do. I like every one of my pins. Some, of course, you have a little bit more bias. Usually it's the nib. If I had the correct ink in it, remember, the ink makes the nib. The nib makes the pen, in my opinion. I think most of you agree with that. If you have a nice nib and yet it's writing really cruddy, or say you put a shimmer in extra fine, it's not going to write well, even with 95% of the really fine shimmers. It's just not going to write well for you. So just remember, if your nib's acting up, it's probably the ink. Probably. They should have used it before. So I just thought I'd show some of my pins that are inked, that have been. And I do enjoy having, what's the word, seasonal pins. Because back when I was having 55, 60, 65, 70, 75 pins inked each month. Now, I did not change out all those because the one thing, I don't have that many. Well, I guess I could have done it twice. But I did change out some. And that's what the holiday did for them at that time. I'd bring in the holiday. I had fall, still have them. I had definitely Christmas or December pins. I like this one here with the summer pin, because this is from Bunker Box, Twisty, and it's their ice, shaved ice, and there's the sign. I remember being in line, waiting, and yeah, they're very patient. I'm not a patient waiter. I do not like waiting. I'm not a patient waiter. But there you will become one. And I remember waiting in line an hour plus. Oh, those are the good times. I enjoyed that. I wasn't so much into the pins then. What I was into is the cheap ones. And I mean, like $10 cheap. But one nice thing, I buy most of them online or at pin shows. Those of you going to San Francisco or did go to San Francisco, look at you. I was supposed to go this year. Next year for sure. The end. But yeah, so yeah, I am definitely both. And right now I have 13 inked, and they're all different Nibmeisters, makers. All 13, so I have 13. And a lot of them I had, like Pin Slop, I had a lot. Nib Lab, I had a lot. Monarch, only one. Toronto Pins, I had several. I had like 5 or 6. My first Bunker Box. FP Nibs, I had several. So it's amazing. So some of those will be kept. I'm thinking 3, 10 I have to wash out. And so that's, I'm thinking not going to 16. My end goal, not necessarily this year, is to have about 24. Keeping 6, if I think 6 are what I want to keep, I'll rephrase that, up to 6. No more than 6 from the previous month. Unless it's like doing the Nibmeisters one like I did. I kept 4th and the other ones. And so I am definitely a collector. I love the pins. I am definitely a user. I do use them. They are, like I say, 13. I'm going to be up to, I know I'm not going to be up to 20. Not next month. Maybe by December. I probably would be because of the holiday ones I have. I love the month of December. I love the colors. I love the lights. Most people are in a decent mood. You know how that is. Not always, but most people. But sometimes it's just, look at that one blends really well with that, doesn't it? So my biggest question for those of you, how do you store your pins? I have a 50 pin box, pretty full. I'm still changing that around. I have a 10 pin tray, which will be full. It's pretty full. I have a 48 pin case from the Franklin Crew Stuff, completely full. These ones actually go into the pin box. 6 pin rolls, 6 pin, hold it, a pin roll was 6, hold 6, and I had 3 of them full. I had 3 of the Amazon, 2 of the Amazon pin boxes that hold 34, I think. They're full. I have pins sitting around waiting for, Jane, where you can put me? Jane, where are you going to put me? So yeah, I am definitely a collector. I had more pins than I thought I did. How's that? And I still have 3 on the way. I like filming early just in case things happen. So the one's supposed to be here tomorrow. I don't know. It's coming from Italy. It's a Leonardo. It's their Galaxy, I think it's called. I did not take notes on that, so I don't remember. Galaxy. It is they are not necessarily known that there's only 400 of the gold nibs and 400 of steel nibs made. I did get the gold nib because I like the gold nibs. And then I had another Leonardo on order. It is numbered, but it's not a limited edition. And I had the Platinum, I think it is, Custom 823 in the clear with their nib. It rides right around the 15th, about it through pin round. The other 2, I don't remember. I don't remember. I'll talk about that when I do the unboxing video. Maybe I'll just do both at once. I can still use it. It just needs, I thought this was a Leonardo. It is not. How do I know? Because they also made it for this company, which I don't remember. Problem is that this is their trademark. That's what I'm calling it. Clip. Doesn't have it. And I do know that Leonardo also made it in another one. And these 2, so you can see. These are not Grandes, and I think the other 2 are Grandes. Now this one is. It's just a little bit bigger. Honestly, it's just a tad bigger. So let me stick these here so I'm not rattling. There, just set that one there. But yeah, so I am both. Proud of it. I have a lot of pins, but they are used. I love nibs, so that's part of the reason why I have so many. That's what I keep telling myself. Is that a good lie? Is that a good one? Yes. Pat yourself on the back, Jane. I know. This is Onas. I bought that show last year. See, they had that one. That is Onas. Don't know what size the nib is. You guys can probably see it better than me. But yeah, so that's now. There's Onas. This is done with vintage. Oh, I'm not gonna keep thinking, and I'll never come up with it. Vintage, whatever it is. Oh, that's Jane. Because I just pulled these out just before I hit record. So, yeah. So, definitely a collector. I have quite a few. I am having problems now with storing them. It's hard. It's not hard, it's just how much room. I always said, oh, I can collect pins over ink. Now, I had a lot of ink, taking art on it. But let me tell you, they add up after a while. Oh, do they add up? But that's cool, because I like them. So what are you? Comment below. Nib collector? No, excuse me. Pen collector or pen user? And yes, you can say yes, both, because that's what I am. I am both. I'm always using pens. Thank you for subscribing, liking, watching, etc., etc. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me. And you have a wonderful day.